So you must be knowing Sam Bankman Fried, right? The FTX disaster, the billions of dollars that were lost with the FTX disaster. He was being blamed for everything. In fact, playing with people's funds, doing the leverage trading, and in fact, gambling it out. We want to cover everything that happened with the FTX, with the Sam Bankman Fried. There were the warning signs, the red flags, the secret things that are happening, along with who is protecting Sam Bankman Fried, who is behind him, and what are the learning lessons for us investors to save something like this. Let me tell you why it is important to understand such sort of a thing. See, we move on from one disaster to the other disaster until we happen to be the victim. And let me tell you, it was all written onto the cards, all written onto the wall, just that we did not take the lesson from the previous scams. It's similar pattern, and we really need to learn from it so that next time if we are about to become the victim. Let me tell you, people have lost, probably some of the people had millions of dollars. They have made it in the bull run and stuff. They have lost it all. They have to build it all together, going through this rough bear market, waiting for the next bull run to make things work out. I'm sure you do not want to be part of it the next time something like this happens. I do not want to be part of it. Sam Bankman Fried, basically, he used to be doing some of the activities related, like he had this Alameda research, and he was interested in gambling as well, a little bit here and there gambling. And then he tried to always find a sneaky ways out. For example, he used to do, if you try to see one of his interviews of previously, like when everything was all right with the FTX, he was like the youngest billionaire under 30. Everybody was talking. He was in the good books of everybody. It was known about him that he used to be trading the currency, the fiat currencies, into the market. Because in Japanese market, the price was opening something else. In the other market, the price was opening something else. So he utilized this flaw to actually make millions of dollars. So he was already doing something like this, trying to find out a way of the things. Guess what? He then started this trading thing using his firm Alameda Research. Slowly over the period of time, he realized, what about opening the crypto exchange? He opened the exchange FTX, and that's when he realized this is the biggest casino that could have been built. Why? Because irrespective of whether the price is going up, irrespective of whether the price is going down, he is going to make the money because the fees that is being collected. So one of the best thing that could happen, probably $1 billion was being traded in a single day. Just try to do the calculation with the amount of fees that they charge. Even if it is 0.1%, like it's literally millions of dollars being made every single day in the fees. The third biggest exchange by the name, endorsing, like many of the celebrities were signed up, endorsing the exchange. They had their own FTT token, which was literally booming. Guess what? This was not enough for Sam Bankman Fried. What is the next thing that he does? Like later on, people find out after the FTX collapse and stuff. He actually started gambling in his own casino. What does that mean? That means he started leverage trading a lot of coins onto his own platform. Now, for the leverage trading, you need to have initial capital, right? So for initial capital, how do you get the initial capital? So he actually took the loan, like he provides a loan service as well. So he, in the form of Alameda Research, like making it two separate entity, the FTX being the casino, Alameda Research being an institutional entity. He actually put his FTT token as a collateral and took a big loan, right? That means when he's putting FTT token as a collateral, that means after a certain point, if the price of the FTT token falls below a certain point, everything is going to be liquidated. Now, where the money is coming, which the loan that he's taking, actually he's taking the loan from the FTX itself. That means the customer's fund. Where does the fund come? Like the billions of dollars, where it will come from? The people who have actually stored their money, put their money onto the third biggest exchange with the trust of all the advertisement that they see, and obviously the remark of third biggest exchange. This guy actually takes the loan of that amount and puts it onto the leverage trading. When he's trying to do the leverage trading, obviously initially he's making a lot of money, like amount of money that is unthinkable, even though the practice is 100% wrong. Why? Because when people are, let's say I tell my mom, I tell my brother to put their money onto the FTX exchange, it's third biggest exchange into the world. It's safe. The purpose of the exchange is not to use our money, right? It's to keep our money. The only way that they gain from us is the trading that we are doing. So they are generating the fees out of it and they collect the fees. They do not touch our fund. But here they are using our fund as a bank, trying to give the loan. And they are not giving the loan to anybody else but themselves, Sam Bankman Fried, in the name of Alameda Research, and trying to do the leverage trading based on the token that was created by themselves, FTT, putting that as a collateral out of thin air. money is being created, like it's been inflated to another level. Guess what? That's where the flaw comes. Sam CZ Binance must have known by that time, like that's why, like uh, probably like it was a malpractice which had to be stopped some way or the other. Let's say another millions of people would have joined FTX later on, and this malpractice behind the doors would have kept happening. Even the bigger loss might have happened. CZ Binance came out and said, we are going to sell this token, $500 million of FTT token that we have. Guess what? With the news itself, people started selling the FTT token. Why? Because on the anticipation that the price is going to fall crazily from here. Guess what? What is the next thing? The price started falling, and then there was a liquidation point, which Sam Bankman Friedman knew, uh, the other people did not know. Beyond that liquidation point, the entire FTX exchange was supposed to, like the entire funds of all the people was supposed to be liquidated. Guess what? He tried to do the offshore settlement with CZ Binance and said we will, and then came out like with the thing that okay, we are selling the share at a fixed price, like we are buying the share of FTT from Sam Bankman from CZ Binance at a fixed price of $21. Why? Because probably it's better for them, right? We are giving them more money. If they keep on dumping, probably they'll have to sell at $10. But guess what? The damage was already done. The prices started falling, and then he came out and said, okay, the funds are safe. If you want to withdraw, you can withdraw. The FTX exchange is going nowhere. Guess what? Some of the people did not listen to him, actually withdraw. And just to maintain the trust, they actually gave out the money. Guess what? If everybody were to withdraw, the money was not even there because it was used as a leverage trading and the token's value was already going down. Guess what? All these fake promises suddenly stopped. The withdrawal got stopped. The FTT token price went nuts below a certain point, and all the point, the entire exchange was shut down. The website was shut down. People's money lost forever. That is the story. Only select few of people were able to withdraw their money from the third biggest exchange in the world. The rest of the people were not able to. A blame was put onto CZ Binance that hey, probably you shouldn't have tweeted, and like there should have been offshore thing, like the billionaire has actually done the damage, like another competitor has done the damage. Let me tell you, the thing is, yes, CZ Binance did this sneaky thing, put the FTT token price down, but even if he did that, normally he should have been in the bad books, right? The price of token should have fallen, a lot of withdrawals should have happened, and then the FTX exchange should have been fine. But this thing was only done to expose this flaw of Sam Bankman Friedman, the secret crime that he was doing by using other people's money for his own gambling needs. There was no other way it could have been proven. Like people could have put the allegation and stuff, and he would have kept saying everything is fine and stuff, except for drowning the price of the FTT token, where the real scenario comes out into the picture of everybody else, rather than the entire exchange blowing up and then people finding out like even a bigger collapse, 10 times bigger collapse might have happened. So in that sense, the entire crime, the entire funds lost of the people, the actual culprit is the person who was actually doing the leverage trading or gambling with other people's money he's not supposed to do it. That's what I feel. What is your take, guys? What do you feel? I would like to know your opinion onto this. Please do comment down below. Don't you feel if somebody's like, let's say just try to put yourself in the scenario of put your entire funds onto the exchange because it's advertised to be one of the best. People like Kevin O'Leary are advertising because they took $15 million as advertising bonus from the FTX and stuff. The big names are advertising. Guess what? And then suddenly you find out that these people were gambling with your money and they lost it all. Your family's money, they have lost it all. How would you feel? Like probably we are not able to put ourselves into this situation. That is why we are not able to do it. Guess what? Eventually he was in Bahamas, and then like he was not being arrested, but Boy Crypto went there. It was all the drama that was captured onto the YouTube. And then eventually the authorities actually arrested him. But the authority arrested him slowly. There was a rescue that came from the United States where he was actually extradited from there, from Bahamas, and then put into the US, and then put on a $250 million bond bail that he'll be house arrested in his own house. We won't be arresting him in jail with a $250 million bond. Now, where that money could have come in the future, like even if that bond was supposed to be followed, because Sam Bankman Friedman was no longer a billionaire, not even a millionaire as per the records. He was having $100,000 something. Probably we don't know. That's why like a lot of speculation is like because he did a lot of political donations as well from his entire funds of like while he was being a billionaire and stuff. But having said that, eventually he was not arrested. But right now the court case is going on. There are defense from like some of the defenses coming from his side, from his defense lawyers that hey, an entrepreneur who goes bankrupt or CEO who goes bankrupt, probably it is not his fault. Not every CEO who goes bankrupt is his fault. It's just a bad business decision. Let me tell you. Bad business decision is fine, but when you're using other people's money and doing gambling, which you're not supposed to do, legally you're not supposed to do, you have done the crime because you knew, obviously, you've taken other people's money. They have put their money on based on the trust. So the prosecutors are trying to gather many people and putting together onto the court, that telling them, hey, see what is the toll of impact that has caused to so many people, like so much lives have been drowned. This is a criminal act and he needs to be arrested and punished. So let's see what happens in the future. But all in all, this is one of the biggest white collar crime that has been done, and probably one of the biggest damage. Only the people who have faced the damage would understand. If you have faced the FTX damage, please do comment down below. If you have to comment who's right, who's wrong, where it all went, like what should be the punishment, like each or any of the scenario you wanted to discuss, please do comment down below. Let's make a thread about it. With this scenario, like one of the biggest learning lessons that I personally have, whenever there is a red flag onto an exchange or whatever, it might be a fund, just be safe, just get out right away. Because see, the exchanges have made billions of dollars. They had their yachts. You're not out there to support like them, right? They should have managed this fund. Like, you better be safe at that time, because your funds once gone, like these people have made billions of dollars, have secured some of the backup millions of dollars, even if everything goes wrong. But here, you risk out losing your entire funds onto an exchange. So better be safe and right away, just withdraw it. Thanks a lot for tuning in to the video. I hope you liked it. Smash the like button, subscribe to our channel. Together, we are going to make massive amount of money in the transition from the bear to the bull run. Please ensure you hit the subscribe button. I'll see all of you guys in the